Hello my YouTube fans. About a month ago on New Year's I made a video asking you guys if you want me to answer any of the questions that you have about me, DDR, anything really. And now I think it's time that I probably should answer those questions, so here I go. First question is from Matthew Red 226. He asks, what is your favorite DDR game at the arcade or home game? My favorite arcade game is DDR 4th Mix Plus. It's just filled with just classic Dance Mania tracks, and I'm a huge Dance Mania fan, so that's the big choice for me. The console game, though, I really enjoy Extreme, DDR Extreme, from Japan. And the reason why is it's just the song list is massive for a console game, and all the songs on there are good, and it's almost like nearly a direct port of the arcade game, except like minus like 100 songs or whatever, but there are songs that you can play on the other games, which is no big deal to me. The next question is from Anime Guy 7503. He asks, what's your secret to DDR? You know, there's actually not that much to the secret of me and my skills with DDR. It's actually really simple, and it's just like anything else. You just practice, and then you practice some more, and then you practice more after that. And I've been playing for almost 8 years now, so it just builds up. And like any other like sport or something that you might play, like you have to start out bad or somewhere, and then you work your way up to a certain skill until like you can't get any better. But DDR though, like obviously you can always improve because, well, now with the Marvelous windows and stuff, like you can always improve your scores because a full Marvelous combo is like almost impossible. But that's something else. But yeah, just the secret to DDR is just practicing. That's pretty much it. The third question comes from One Winged Gamer 18. His question is, how long have you been playing DDR? As I just stated before, I've been playing for nearly 8 years now. Come probably, I think it's November-ish. I think I'll be playing officially for 8 years. I'm not exactly sure though. The second question is, did you check out the new DDR released on the Wii and PS3? What do I think of it? I have not checked out the games on the Wii and the PS3. Reason being because I don't really play my Wii, and the PS3, I do have one, but I hate it. And not only that, as you can see, I'm in my dorms right now, and there's actually not that much room here. It's actually really small. You can actually see the back of the wall behind me, and it doesn't leave much room to play. And his last question is, what's the hardest, in your opinion, song you ever passed? Yeah, the hardest song I've ever passed is actually Dead End Groove Radar Special, without a doubt. That song is fucking gay as shit. It's one of the worst charts I've ever played, and I have kind of like lost all respect for that song. Next question comes from Ghost Venom 23. He asks, what shoes are you wearing in your DDR videos? And then he asks, where can you get them? Okay, let's see. The shoes I wear, these are Puma lifts, and you can get them at I don't know. I bought mine at the Puma store in Schaumburg at Woodfield. That's where I got them. I don't know if they actually sell them in stores though, like Famous Footwear or anything like that. I haven't really seen them there, so you might actually have to buy these online too. These are the second version too, so the first version I had as well, and I really enjoyed playing with those shoes, so I had to get the second ones too, because there's really nothing to them, and there's actually holes in there in the shoe, and you might say, well, that's kind of stupid because like water and shit gets in there, but like I don't know, it just feels really comfortable when I play because of that, and like your feet don't really sweat as much anymore because you're getting air flowing through there. So I actually do recommend getting those shoes for play, and the bottoms are nice and flat, so you can just kind of go like right over the brackets, no problem. The next questions are from Mr. MimQ, and his first question is, what's your favorite Bimani songs ever? of everything, Beatmania, DDR, pop and music, etc. Tell me if yes, can you play it maybe? um, that's a really tough one. I really hate to break it to you. Like I said also before when I answered Matthew Red's question, I stated like I really like Dance Mania songs a lot, so songs from like Fourth Mix Plus like really stand out to me a lot, but like I can't really pick any favorites out of any of them. I really enjoy like some of the old songs like Roman Police, Sky High, and Follow Me. And then at the same time, I really like some of the new songs too, like On the Bounce, Only My Railgun, and Nate Shaiko. I know I said Nate Shaiko, and don't be mad at me. I don't have any idea how to say it in Japanese, so I apologize for that. But you get what I mean. Those are all good songs to me, but I can't pick songs out of like any of the series. But there's definitely some that stand out. Alright, the second question he has is, how do you record the screen on a console version so smoothly? This actually was a bit tricky. I always wondered the same thing myself on how people were recording the screen directly, and it's actually you use something called a video card, and you plug it through to your USB on your computer, or in an expansion slot in your computer as well. And then all you do is plug in the console or split it, so one goes to the TV and one goes to your computer. Then you just get a program to record it at the same time. It's actually not that hard to do. I probably went to Best Buy. I paid like $40 for something called the Dazzle. I'll throw a link on the bottom here for you, and that's what I use. And then I just split the connection, one to the TV, one to my computer, and bam, DDR videos record straight to the program, to my computer, uploaded to YouTube. His third question is, what's the first DDR game you ever played? The first DDR game I ever played was DDR Max 2 on the PS2. And it's kind of an odd story because I didn't want Dance Dance Revolution. My brother and my sister really, really wanted the game, and I thought it was really stupid. And then I played it, and I actually found out I really, really enjoyed it. So that's just something weird about how I've gotten to this point in playing DDR. I don't know what I'd be doing right now if I wasn't a DDR player. Like, I'm sure I'd be really fat because I eat a lot. That's like without a doubt. But DDR I think is only good in my opinion. There's only good things that come out of it. Be it friends, it's a workout, and it gets me out more. So I only see pluses when playing Dance Dance Revolution. iAstro129 asks, how old were you when you had your first girlfriend? Well, I just got out of my first relationship just recently, actually, and I was 19, and I still am 19, so 19 is your answer. Favorite DDR song is what he asks too. And as I stated before when I answered a question for Mr. Mimq, I don't know. I can't narrow it down. There's too many good songs in it. The third question he asks is, what is your current AAA that you're most proud of? Arcade, home, either. Preferably arcade, and I have a feeling you're going to say Flash in the Night, but whatever. Well, I'll tell you both. On the console, my favorite AAAs are Kimono Princess, Max 300, and Chaos. And then on the arcade, of course it's got to be Flash in the Night. That song is ridiculous. Young Forever and Follow Me, because Follow Me is one of my favorite songs that really stands out to me. It was one of my favorite Dance Mania tracks, and Flash in the Night's a pretty good song, and it's, like I said before, it's really, really hard. Young Forever, I love that song too. So those are my proudest AAAs. It comes from IP Freely, 122. He asks, why won't you show a video of Paranoia Survivor Max Oni? Why won't I? Because I hate that song and chart. That is why. Oh my god, why would you even ask me that? I'm sorry, that chart is terrible. I hate it. A lot of the Oni charts for boss songs are awful, and I just don't like that one. Not because of the crossovers necessarily and stuff too. Like I learned how to do those crossovers, but I just don't like it that much. So I just avoid playing it like all the time. Okay, the next question comes from XI Akira X. He asks, will you do Smooch? Single expert and single challenge DDR vid. I would love to, dude. But there's one problem. There's no DDRX2 machine around me, and that's the only game it's on. So I don't know what I'm gonna do until one shows up around here. But I personally love that song, so I definitely would get that song done probably first out of like any of the songs on DDRX2, assuming that I can AAA it, which I'm sure I can. Next question comes from DC Star. And he asks, do you have any goals for DDR you're shooting for this year? Not exactly. I don't really plan on anything DDR related. I just really play for fun and just make videos for you guys to watch because you guys enjoy it a lot. And I enjoy making the videos myself too. So if I were to make a goal though, it would probably to be able to reach 200 AAAs this year. Like, I'm at about 112 right now, I think. Yeah, 112. I have a board over there with my current AAA count. I'm at 112. It would be really cool if I could get to 200 this year. So I think I'll try to shoot for that. Question is from Lulz Gaming. He asks, what do you think of the build quality of the new X2 machines? Personally, I think they suck balls. Well, you know, it's not nearly as bad as the X design. I really hate Raw Thrills for making the cabinets like that. They're nowhere near as good as the Japanese cabinets, obviously. The pads, though, you know, they're actually not that bad. And I'm kind of like mad at people like complaining about it so much. Like, we've had it so much worse with DDRX, and now you're complaining about how bad the pads are with X2. And you know, I got to see like how they're like made and stuff. Like, it has a good build quality over the X ones, and probably even the previous Betson cabinets too. Although I've never played on one, so I can't really say for sure. But you know, I'm sure they play fine. And the last question I'm going to answer comes from DDR All Star 1. He asks, what do you think about playing with the bar? I think I may have seen you use the bar once or twice. I don't use it and would prefer not to. Is it needed? Well, it's not necessarily needed. You can actually play probably all the songs in the game without it. I actually recommend playing with the bar. Reason being is some of the songs will cause you to use a lot of stamina, like the Max series, like Max 300, Max Unlimited. All those songs require just a ton of stamina, and based on where DDR is going right now with like songs like 888 and Valkyrie Dimension, like you're gonna need the bar. There's like no joke. And I've seen people play Plural Relinquish without the bar, but like that's like one person that can play without the bar. I haven't seen anyone else pass Plural Relinquish without the bar, because like you need the stamina. It's just easier to play that way. You take a lot of stress off your feet and your legs when you play that way. So yeah, I recommend playing with the bar, definitely. And yes, I actually do use the bar. I do use it at home, and I use it in the arcade. Except on the arcade game, if it's below DDR max, I don't actually use the bar though, because I play on sudden, and it still gives me a window to be able to see, and none of those songs are really stamina draining in the first place, so there's no need. About wraps it up. I think I've answered almost all the questions that were asked, so I think I did a pretty good job. I probably will do something like this in the future as well. Maybe 6 months or so. I have no clue. But you can always like ask me questions and stuff. I do have a Facebook. I've been asked a few times actually, so I'll actually include a link in the bar and on the video too that you can click on and ask a question on Facebook pretty much anytime. Send me a message, write on my wall, anything pretty much, and you can add me as a friend. I'm on Facebook a lot, so I hope you guys enjoyed me answering some questions, and I'm taking a bit of a break here, but the blizzard here and everything that's going on right now is kind of preventing me from making videos, but I'm going to try to get more videos done this weekend, and they should be uploaded next week then. So, alright you guys, peace out.